So, good evening, everyone. The purpose of this video is for me to let you know why forensic science is absolutely awesome. Okay, so to start off the night, what I want to get into is I want to start talking about why the program here at Alpharetta High School is fantastic. So let's start off with first, I guess, introduction. So it's very nice to meet you. My name is Letitia Etheridge. I have a few different degrees, so we'll get that stuff out of the way. So I have 3 degrees. The first one is a bachelor's in science from the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, and it's a double, psychology and neuroscience, and then I have a minor in biology. I also have 2 master's degrees. I have a master's of science in forensic science from George Washington University, and I also have one that I just got recently, which is, well, 3 years ago recently. It is a master's of arts in teaching, and it's secondary science education, and I got that right here in Georgia at Mercer University. So let's talk about some of my teaching experience. So first of all, I teach during the summer at Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth. I teach a biotechnology course there. I've been teaching it now for about 7 or so years. Okay. I've also had some experiences student teaching right here in Fulton County. So I have student taught at Holcomb Bridge Middle School, and I've taught 7th grade life science. I have also student taught at Mountain View High School, and I taught biology and anatomy. And then I have student taught right here at Alpharetta High School before I got the full-time here, and I student taught with Mrs. McGahee, and I taught AP and honors biology. Before I got this full-time job here at Alpharetta High School, I actually taught for a semester at Webbridge Middle School, and I taught 6th grade earth science. And then, of course, I am here at my happy home landing spot here at Alpharetta High School, and I am currently teaching chemistry and forensic science. And like I said before, this is my 3rd year teaching here. So now let's get into some things that I do outside of the classroom. I'm also a club sponsor for 3 different clubs this year. So I'm a student council advisor with my co-advisor, Mr. Bolin. And then I am sponsoring 2 brand new clubs here at Alpharetta for this year. That is the AHS Model Congress Club and then the AHS Brothers and Sisters Club. All right, so let's get into one of my first loves, and that is forensic science. So why is it a fantastic course? If you take a look at some of the topics that we cover and some of the cases that we cover, they're all over the place, and that's the way that I like it. I usually, for the topics, we cover some basic topics. For the cases, I gear the cases toward whatever the students want to talk about. So we start off in the very beginning with some background information about forensics, and then we get right into the crime scene, and then we get into some individual evidence, how you determine time of death, how to use bugs, fingerprint examination, hair and fibers, impressions, documents. We even go so far as to do some fire and arson investigation and get into some ballistics analysis. In terms of the cases, like I said, I tailor the cases to whatever the students want to talk about. So this semester, this is basically what we've covered. There are some cases that we will cover this spring semester that the kids wanted me to put on the list, but we've already talked about the JonBenet Ramsey case and the Trayvon Martin case. Today, we're going to be doing the Unabomber case. And these cases, I usually try and keep them current. And like I said, it depends on interest. So why is forensic science great? Well, it's the only class where you get to turn your house into a crime scene. So I have some pictures here from some of my previous students. We have Gonzo, who will make you, I guess, change your attitude about Muppets. He is our tape outline bodied in this crime scene, complete with his Alpharetta lanyard, of course, worn inappropriately. And then we have students that have transformed their house. I swear that handprint came off the wall. But they've been told to basically create some sort of imaginary crime scene. For this one, there is the victim actually lost their shoe trying to flee from an invader. So that was part of the evidence. One of my other students said, hey, I need a body for my crime scene. I have this skeleton. Let's use that and put that in their crime scene. And then, of course, I'm sure the parent who came home to this crime scene probably wasn't too happy. All the food was put back, but they essentially turned their kitchen into a crime scene. Why else? It is the only class where you can build the crime scene of your dreams. Whether you are into Lego and you want to build yourself a Lego house with a made-up crime scene, Or if you want to build yourself an outdoor crime scene in a parking lot, complete with running water and a bridge. And it looks like we have, looks like one of the serial killer's bugs. You can also build yourself a Hello Kitty crime scene if that is what you would like to do. And of course, you want an outdoor crime scene, but you decide it's going to be a Walmart parking lot crime scene. So if that's the crime scene you want to build, complete with little Hot Wheels cars, you have that ability. It is the only crime scene, it's the only class where you're going to learn how to profile unsubs. So we take a look at some of the high profile serial killers like Richard Ramirez, Jeffrey Dahmer, Manson, Dennis Rader, also known as BTK, David Berkowitz, who was son of Sam. Then, of course, we have everybody's favorite serial killer right now, just because of the Netflix series that are out. This is Ted Bundy. And of course, we also cover serial killers that no one knows who they are, and that would be the Zodiac right there in the last picture. It is the only class where you can make a clay model of your teacher and her victim. This is a class where you are going to learn, you're going to be able to be unique, be yourself, and still have a good time. We will talk about why blood fluoresces and turns blue if you use luminol. We'll talk about what weapon potentially made this blood spatter pattern. We'll also talk about how to cast this particular impression at a scene and determine what type of shoe left that impression. So all of that, I know it's a lot. We do cover a lot. We have a good time. And I'm hoping that the kids come out with a greater sense of forensic science, but also a greater sense of how to operate in the real world. So welcome to the world of forensic science at Alpharetta High School. It is my world. Come and join us. You know you want to. I can't wait to see your students in my classroom. Thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful night.